I'm a runner of this game, and joining me is Jeff Compass.
Yes, also a runner of this game. And
Yes,
both of us,
a better runner of this game than me. But
both of us are very much into the SMS Bingo scene.
yes,
Both a little new and learning still, but we both enjoy it a lot. We both commentate a lot on the Sunshine Community channel, so...
yeah. There's currently a 1v1 tourney of Lockout Bingo on the Sunshine Community channel, and our players are doing something a little out of the ordinary, and starting with a hacked file, which automatically skips the beginning cutscenes. If you played this game, there are really long cutscenes. This is very unusual to do in a bingo, but there was a donation incentive to get it met. So they're going to have to think really quickly instead of having time during the cutscenes to think.
That is correct. Also, for those who do not know, this is Lockout Bingo. It's not a matter of getting lines going, it's a matter of just whoever gets 13, and that's it. So you don't have to get 5 in a row. Just 13, first to 13 goals wins.
No bonuses for getting 5 in a row or anything like that. Just 13 straight up.
Another interesting thing is runners can delay it. So if they get a goal, they are free to delay it for as long as they want. Obviously, if someone else clicks it, it's done.
Now you might be thinking,
that's pretty much.
Now you might be thinking, why would you ever delay? Well, a lot of this is about mind games and giving information to the other player. So if you click a goal, then the other player might know exactly where you've been and therefore not go where you are. However, if you delay a goal, then you might bait that player into going where you just were, and then when you click it, you just wasted their time. So there are a lot of strategies like that. I think we're just about to get ready, or the runners are about to be ready to start. We have already taken a look at the card.
Yes, we have.
Is the card not on screen yet?
It's on screen.
It's on screen? Oh, then let's talk about the card.
So this card is interesting because not a lot of early game stuff, but still a good amount. There's no like Bianco goals really. Initially, there are a few things you could get in Bianco, but
Bianco is normally
this card's definitely more. Yeah, this card's more mid-game based, I'd say.
Bianco is normally the go-to world. It's the first world you unlock when you play the game.
Right.
However, if you're skilled, you can go to Pianta right away as well. There's nothing preventing you from doing that. I know normally Pianta's the last world you unlock, but it's always available. You just have to get to it, which is the tricky part. So, speaking of Pianta, there's actually a combination that's pretty powerful here. In column 4, row 1, 18 blues from Pianta, and in row 3, column 1, Pianta 3, no damage. So 18 blues from Pianta is exactly as many as you can get by Pianta 3. Now, it's a little risky to go for 18 blues while trying to avoid damage, because if you've played Pianta 3 before, it's very easy to take damage. That's probably one of my least favorite goals because it's very easy to take damage. But other routes, we see 3 red coin shines, 5 red coin shines, and 6 red coin shines. So rushing to get 3 might scare your opponent off from going for 5 and 6. So those are 2 other goals that you can get pretty easily. Our 2 players are he's known especially for being very adept at blue coins, like getting blue coins very quickly, and this is a card that really plays to that.
Right.
18 blues from Pianta, 40 total, 15 from Gelato, 20 from Noki, 65 total, 12 from Pinna, and 20... Did I say 20 from Serena?
I don't really do it, but yeah, that is on there. 4 shrines from Serena also correlates well with 20 blues because you need to go to Serena 4 for that. Yeah, Ramato is a very speedy player. He's usually in and out of a lot of worlds. Gets some blues, gets maybe a shine or two, and then, yeah, gets going. So this is a very Ramato favorite card, but Mike can still pull out a win for sure.
Mike's a great player too.
Mike is an awesome player.
A very good bingoer.
Yeah.
The thing about Ramato is that he's very predictable. So if Mike can use that to his advantage.
Right.
Ramato almost never has problems being predictable because he's so fast, however. So who knows?
Meanwhile, Mike, I believe, has a 118. Both are very respectable times. So.
Yeah, Ramato has the any percent European record. So, all right. Again, normally there would be very long cutscenes there, but and that would give you time to think, but the donation incentive prevented that.
So right off the bat, we see Ramato going to Pianta. Like we mentioned earlier, that was something that is one of those things that Ramato very much likes to do whenever he can, is Pianta early, right away when the match starts, to Mike unlocking Bianco, which you have to unlock Bianco for the latest worlds, Pinna and Noki anyway, so...
And Rico and Gelato.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
The only ones you don't have to unlock it for are Serena, if you do a special clip, which we might see later, and Pianta, which we're seeing right now.
Yes. And so it looks like Ramato's probably going to go for 18 blues plus Pianta 3 damageless, which that is very risky to go for, because Pianta 3 there are about 1 million things that can make you take damage.
In fact, the typical speedrun strat is to take damage and do a damage boost. Meanwhile, Mike is taking down Shadow Mario. Unfortunately, bonked on him, so it's going to take a little bit longer.
That is about a 10-second time loss for Mike, but not being contested anything right now, so not a problem for him yet. Although you never want to boost him. Mono already collecting some of the 18 blues. You can't get all of them in this episode. He's going to have to at least go to 3, but it's not a bad idea to get the blues here, because if you take damage, Pianta 1, not a big deal at all. It's Pianta 3, you can finish up, just get the Pianta 3 exclusive blues, minimizing his time.
Nice movement there. Mike entering Bianco. It's a weird way to say it. He's most likely going to go for Bianco 2. This is the only shine in the game that the game allows you to skip. Is if you go to Bianco 1, you can still get the Bianco 2 shine instead. And indeed, that is what he's doing. No, he's not stopping for that blue, which is a little surprising, because he stopped for the Jailhouse blue in Delfino. Ramato now collecting the shine. He's out. And he's leaving Pianta.
That's not always a bad idea. I mean, if you're not worried about your opponent contesting it, then it's a matter of just setting yourself up for some things later. It's not a bad idea to just go in and out of some worlds and set yourself up for a lot of different things. It's not. I don't disagree with him leaving Pianta, because there are a lot of important things in this card, and 2 and 3 would be a little bit of a time sink. But not a bad idea. You get some blues and then you dip.
He was specifically going to a shine that we refer to by many names. I refer to it as Grass Pipe because there's tall grass. This is a red coin shine, and it's a shine from Delfino, so this is dual purpose. If I were to wager, if I were to wager, he's probably going to just go and rush all 3 red coin shines. Of course, he could just be going halfway. Those 3 red coin shines being this one and 2 not particular fan favorites in Pachinko and Lilypad.
Yeah, and it's possible that he could, if Ramato ignores Reds for too long, might be in Bianco for that sole purpose, to get 3R and 4. For those who don't know, you can go into a secret level after you beat it, and there will be a red coin mission for you, so that makes Bianco very useful for 2 early red coin shines, even though, like we are saying, there are 3 in Delphino Bugs, so...
And the secret shine is one where Shadow Mario takes Flood away. Ooh, might stop him for that boot. I'm a little curious as to what he's planning. Oh, he's actually doing 100 coin in Bianco. So he's not going for... Alright, go ahead.
I don't agree with this play, personally.
I think it's a strange play.
Yeah. Bianco 300 is a very slow shine. Yes, you are getting 2 rolls out of it, but...
That Pokey almost hit the water. That would have cost him 3 coins, but...
This early on, you probably don't want to do some of these slower shines. I think a better play would have been maybe rushing Reds.
Let's see if Ramato does go for Lilypad, and it does look like he is. This clip is actually... I don't know, how old is it? Like, a few months?
Yeah, it's pretty
new, but it's actually not too hard. Normally you'd have to bring Yoshi all the way over there, and you can't get Yoshi until you get a certain shine from Pinna that I don't like. But this new trick allows you to just clip in. Flutes are incredibly helpful in this game, by the way.
Do we have time for a donation?
Sure, go for it.
Alright, we got a $5 donation by Habkeine Name. And this donation is in German, so I'm gonna read it in German once and then I'm gonna translate it. Wenn Sie diesen Text lesen können, können Sie Deutsch. Gratulation dazu und Grüße aus dem deutschen Land und viel Spaß mit dem freien Fremdsprachenziel. Alright, here is my translation. If you can read this text, you understand German. Congratulations and greetings from the German country. And have fun with your free foreign language destination. Thank you very much.
That was awesome. Ramato gets his first goal. He really likes orange for some reason, but
Orange is a good color.
It's an okay color. It's no purple. Anyway, yeah, so, as we said, 3 red coins off the board. He went for all of the red coins in Delphino. That gives him a lead on both Delphino shines and reds, of which those total 5 goals.
Yeah.
6 if you include 150 from Delphino, but...
Ramato is very well set up.
Yeah.
You know, we're fairly early into the match. It's kind of crazy because the time for this match is already 8 minutes, and usually by 8 minutes you're just about unlocking Bianco with normal cutscenes. So
yeah,
a little odd, but yeah. I don't like I don't like this play doing Bianco 3 in a secret hundreds. This
is also a really weird route.
Yeah.
I've never seen this route. It's just okay, so he has 99 coins. If he gets 1 and he's not in the secret, that's very, very bad.
Yeah, don't have that happen to you. It's not good when it does.
And it can happen accidentally, as my co-commentator knows too well.
Yeah. The mole in Pinna 2 can throw coins on you. Don't mess around with that. And Ramato unlocks Bianco. He's doing a clip called Underbelly Clip. You can use any fruit, I believe, but pepper and coconut are the 2 most common ones.
Alright.
So another Delphino Shrine. He has already Gelato open to him if he wants to go there.
This is always very scary when you enter the secret, especially when you don't have Flood.
Yeah.
Because if you die, you lose all 99 coins, and your entire investment which was a couple minutes, completely worthless, but Mike does in fact get it. And he is delaying this goal. He doesn't want to give Ramato any information about where he is.
And he knows his opponent. He knows Ramato probably is not targeting that goal.
Mm-hmm.
So he has no reason to click it right now, and he can delay that for a pretty decent amount of time, I'd like to imagine.
Yeah. Ooh, now he's going into Pianta. Interesting. Now Ramato has a lead in both blues. Oh, there's the delay. Or the click. So it's 2-1 Mike. But as I was saying, Ramato has a lead in Pianta, but he hasn't committed to Pianta. So Mike could easily just catch up and perhaps steal the Pianta goals. Meanwhile, Ramato entering Gelato Beach. One thing to note, Gelato Beach skip is banned. Otherwise, Gelato would be very overpowered. Ooh. Ooh. Mike going for hundreds. Or no, he's just getting 50 coins in Pianta. But that would prevent what would be a very common Ramato play, which would be to go for 150 in Delfino.
Right. I kind of like the play the more I think about it. I kind of forgot 50 from 2 levels is on here. And 50 here is super fast.
Yeah, he's almost done with it.
And he's getting some blues along the way. Now, if Ramato starts going back to Pianta, then, you know, Mike could definitely lose this.
There it is, 50 already.
Very impressive on Mike so far. You know, honestly, the more I think about it, I don't dislike what he's done. It's definitely hurt him with progression and obviously boost, but I don't hate this actually.
Ramato getting his 15 from Gelato, the middle goal. But again, goal, like where goals are on the card, it doesn't matter.
So just Chomp trolling Mike a little bit.
Yeah.
As they do.
It's very, very difficult if you aren't on the cycle to finish off the shine. Very, very difficult indeed.
We are seeing here.
You have to find them, you have to hunt them down. Alright, well, right now they're in not terrible positions, although he's letting one of them get pretty far. This is actually the strat you'd normally use.
I think there's enough time for Ramato to go back to Pianta right now and win if he goes right after Gelato.
Ramato almost done with these 15 blues. Again, Mike has played Ramato very... Checking to see if he has it. It's a little strange. Because he normally is very on top of things.
Nah, doesn't hurt to check. You don't want to, like, accidentally, like, and have it be unclicked. There's nothing, like, more disheartening than, like, clicking a goal and then seeing it unclicked by a spectator, because it was not.
Yeah.
So I didn't see Mike go for... I didn't see Mike go for too many blues.
I think he's going for some now.
Okay, yeah. Which, if he beats Ramato to this goal, it's very interesting, because Pianta's definitely more of Ramato's playground.
I like your use of the word playground.
But, like I said, if Ramato goes to Pianta right after this, Mike will be most likely sniped. If Ramato does even one more shine, I think, in somewhere else, I think Mike could honestly take Pianta.
Yeah,
there is also 2 Pianta G-Sumo races on here.
One of them is in Pianta 2, which is very, very fast. The other is in Gelato 5 or Noki 5. Very, very slow.
That's not something you usually rush. That's something that's more of a win con. If you need a goal at the end. That's not something you typically will really push for, because Noki 5 and Gelato 5 are both pretty slow. So yeah, it doesn't look like Ramato is going back to Pianta, which most likely means that Mike will at least take 18. He might take damage in 3. Because it's very easy to do. Especially if you're trying to get blues along the way, I'd be kind of nervous to do that, not gonna lie.
Oh yeah. Now Ramato, it does look like he's actually rushing Pinna, which you need 10 shines to unlock.
I think Pinna is definitely the better play than what Mike has done.
Yeah, there's a good amount of reason to go to Pinna. I bet what he's going to do is unlock Rico, which is done by killing this plant, and then just trade in his 20 blues, which will net him 2 shines.
Which there is a shines plus 3 totals thing. For one here. My own Mike just getting some more coins on his way to Piantissimo. It's good to get blues on the way to Piantissimo because you don't lose any time doing them, pretty much.
Yeah.
Besides the half second. Although he is playing pretty risky. I don't know if he's going to get back.
Oh no. Yeah, he...
Oh, Mike. That is a little upsetting to see. But...
Yeah.
If you against Piantissimo, you don't actually get another chance right away. You have to either exit, or if you talk to Piantissimo, he actually just kills you. So...
That... You think he's like innocent? Oh, look, he's just in a cute costume. No, he's a cold-blooded killer. It seems.
Yeah. So that is unfortunately about a minute time loss.
Yeah.
Which I kind of suspected that would happen if he.
It seemed like he was going for really a lot of coins.
No, it wasn't the amount, right?
More now.
Or so the sign at the beginning was trolling him.
Yeah, the hitboxes in this game are very strange. Sometimes they just don't work.
Because that is the typical blues route you'd want to do.
That's true, so, yeah.
I don't think it was really anything. It was just that sign at the beginning, and he was still trying to rush everything else. Which, I think at that point, you gotta give up one of them.
Is Ramato going for Honey Skip? No. Oh, no, he doesn't have... I thought he was going to turn in blues. So, forget what I just said. Those birds that he got, he also got some earlier in Gelato. Yeah. Those are they can be very trolly.
It's interesting to me, is there birds on this card?
No.
I guess it's not the biggest. I mean, they can be fairly fast, unless they troll you.
5 or 7 bluebirds. Well, 5 bluebirds and 7 bluebirds are both possible goals.
You would think 5 and 7, like they're so close together, it's easy. It's not much of a difference. But 7 is a commitment. You gotta go into late Bianca or late Pianta.
And Ramato's about to perform a trick called Honey Skip. Or, actually, no, what are you doing, Ramato? You're gonna die. Oh no! Ramato died there. What a shame. No, that was an intentional death. And if you die on the same frame as you enter a certain cutscene, then you will skip that cutscene. Alright. Meanwhile, we see Mike going for the tree strat. Ugh, this is always very scary.
You roll out like that, you want to fall damage. I don't know how many blues.
He just took damage, so yeah, he can't... He will get the blue goal, but he will have to exit and re-enter if he wants the damageless goal.
And that's pretty not good for Mike, considering he also had the Piantissimo mistake. That's pretty costly, I will say, for him at this point.
Ramato is about to get... Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying he's going to get the 18 blues, and...
He could just exit it and come back, so... It's not like that bad in the long run, it's just a very costly... Like, he's not going to lose these goals, it's a time sink.
Yeah.
Now, Ramato's going to get the linked pairs, and he's going to get 12 from Pinna here. So that's 2 more goals for Orange.
Yeah, this card is pretty potent with blues, I will say.
There's a Link. And there's the 18 from Pianta.
This
So,
might come a little bit of a shock to Ramato. But maybe probably not a big deal for him. He's gonna get loser anyway.
oh. Ooh. He took fall damage.
I do believe that is an unclick.
Yeah.
So we are going to have to unclick that, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm a spectator, so... Do you want me to disconnect and reconnect?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do this soon. It's a little awkward.
I'm like, you may not have realized it. You may not realize that you take all the damage sometimes.
Oh.
You may not have sound on also.
Yeah.
So unfortunately that's cool, it's taken away. That I mean that doesn't provide a lot of too much information. That unclick. Because you have to go to Pianta 3 anyway for 18 blues, but that does let him know that
He did take fall damage, right?
Yeah, he did. He did. Meanwhile, Ramato finishing up Mecha. Best boss in the game.
He is the best boss. IMO.
Meanwhile, Mike is pretty far behind in terms of progression. Like, it's already revealed that Ramato didn't come out on the scene.
Yeah, we have a
If I
little
was
bit of
Mike, I wouldn't know what to do at this point, honestly. But I guess enemies isn't a bad play. Enrico. Maybe go rock.
I think he's just opening Rico, maybe. Because he just taking Gelato. I feel a little bad. I want to confirm that he did take fall damage.
I do remember seeing it, unfortunately.
We pointed it out. I just want to double check.
Another nice thing about Pinna is you get 2 reds and 3 and 2R.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely going to help Ramato on his red quest to have those available.
Yep, he took fall damage. Okay, so...
Basketeer. Which is one of those new cards. You could either do all Fruit Ladies and Delfino or Basket Blues.
It can be kind of cool to trick your opponent as to what they would think that you would do. Like, if you rush Fruit Ladies, you may trick them into thinking that you're in Pinna, so they could avoid Pinna.
Mole skip, unfortunately.
Unfortunately? Oh, he missed it? I'm like, what's wrong with Mole Skip?
But, yeah, Mike is kind of in a bad position, I feel like.
Yeah.
He did a lot of things
there. The 3 as well, which...
People are saying in the chat, you should give Mike back. Pianta 3, no damage taken. What do you think?
He says, nah, it's fine, so... I don't know. A little bit of
has declined the offer to have it given back.
He wants to be fair.
Yeah.
I
think it'd be pretty
that means Ramato is not planning to take that, so... Which is...
I think it'd be...
Yeah.
hard to win this if I was in Mike's shoes. And this, like, I just don't know what you could do at this point in Mike's position. I know it's pretty early still. I mean, he could make a comeback, but I feel like giving up shine progression was not the best idea this time. I think he definitely still pull something up. Anything can happen in Bingo usually.
We have Pinna 3, one of the most difficult shines in the game. It may not look it, but it is incredibly difficult to do well. But Ramato pulling it off very well.
Now getting his 4th red coin, I believe.
Yes. Might go back to do Pinna 2 reds.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like continuing through Rico, probably going for the rockets or the 7 blues from enemies or something like that. He has both of those pretty much locked up. Ramato's not even close to either, but you know, you can never be too sure.
And you can get a 3rd rocket pretty easily in Noki, because it's available in episode 1. Ramato leaving Pinna.
Cool technique from there, from Mike, called the unofficially known, or I don't know, is it official? Called the Beyblade.
Pretty cool strat, saves about a second, but this game has come to the point where second is kind of a big deal in the speedrun.
Especially in any percent.
Donation.
Oh, go ahead.
Alright, I got a $5 donation by Anonymous saying, I am donating to name a character Homage. As there is no option to select which character is named, please rename the character Tella to Homage. Alright, Mr. Anonymous, we will forward this to the Final Fantasy runners. We also got a $50 donation by Suctopus with no comment. Nonetheless, it's very appreciated. Thank you very much.
Now here's Mike. He performed a glitch called Sewer Glitch, where if you hit Mario's head on the sewers, his hitbox becomes all wonky. This game is weird, and it has weird glitches like that, but basically what happens after that, just by hitting your head on the sewer, you can kill enemies just by touching them. So you can actually kill an enemy that is normally only killable by Yoshi, but he could collect that blue in episode 3 instead of having to unlock Yoshi and go to episode 8. Mata with his 5th red coin. Looks like Mike is going to wrap up blues from enemies.
Oh, let's see what Ramato will do from here, because he has a lot he could do. He could...
I think he's going to just get 12 from Delfino with blue trades. Yep.
Yeah. 8 and 12 is not that far off, especially with blue trades.
And he already had 40, so...
Yeah, so it was minimal effort for him to get that. His last 4 goals,
Yeah, Ramato's only needs 4 more. So, head into Gelato.
Huh.
Oh, going for his last red.
Oh, yeah.
How close is he from 2 from 5?
I don't think too close. I mean, I know he has 4 in Pinna.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything in Bianco. Yeah.
Not too close, but I think that's more of Mike's at this. I don't think either of them really have.
Yeah,
well, no, it's not
Mike is closer,
but
Mike has 2 from
both
3.
both are not super close.
There's Mike's first Or did he get the Rico rocket? I don't think he did. So his first rocket, really.
I thought he did.
Did he? Ooh, 3 rocket storages. This is a glitch in the game called rocket storage, where if you cancel a rocket when it's just about to fire, with either with some sort of animation, then you could store that rocket and you could continually store rockets. And that's what he did to get the windmill. I haven't seen that before, actually. Cool.
So that gives Mike pretty much enemies. He just needs one more, which you can get. Gelato Pinna. And then Soraya, I guess.
Both of them in episode 1. There's Ramato with 6 reds. Going into Noki now.
Mike not doing
Probably, this will be, if he gets 20 blues from Noki and 65 total, he only needs 1 more goal. Which one will he get, though?
I mean, I suppose if Pianta 3 is on the card that long, he could maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not too much longer. And...
Could also do pin at 5 from the back coverless pretty easily.
Oh, yeah, that's probably what I would do. It's safer if I was Ramato. Pin at 5 from the back is probably the move. But yeah, he will have 26. He will have... This was definitely a Ramato card.
Yeah. Before the match, we were thinking that, we were discussing that, but you know, we still thought Mike had, he certainly had a shot. It was just, it really played to Ramato's strengths. Where's Mike going now? He's in pin. Oh, he's just getting his last enemy.
Yeah. I wouldn't know what to do if I was Mike come here. Because at that point, you kind of know the direction the game's heading.
Yeah.
And it can be hard to want a route, you know, optimally when you might know, you know, you probably will not win. But there are definitely comebacks that happen. But I think it would be pretty hard to come back from this, unfortunately. I think Mike's thing with this game, I think shine progression was pretty important here, personally.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Mike is forfeiting 65 total, which I think is, you know, it's the play I would make.
Yeah.
Which means that if he wants to, this is in a very, Mecha can be very difficult sometimes. Yeah, I would just assume that Ramato's going to get that, which is a very fair bet. And then just try to get something else. And you have to steal something that you think Ramato has on lock. So he could be going for pin of 5 from the back. This is a spring clip. Or, nope, he's not doing the spring clip? Never mind.
Oh, he's probably going to do it after this. He's just saying it.
Yeah. This spring clip is done to get into the Noki 2 Shine room and skip the blooper fight.
Risky, but especially without hover, but
indeed, there's 20.
If you do 80%, you know how to do that.
It's pretty easy.
Ramato just needs one more at this point, which I'm assuming will be maybe
going for 2 from 5, actually. Yeah. That's the only reason I could think that he's going for the Goldbird Shine.
Well, he might also just trying to get close to 26.
Ah, yes, yeah. You're right.
This is a pretty easy, quick shine.
Just gotta spray the Goldbird.
That was a pretty nice blooper. Well, no, ran away. But that was nicer than average.
Birds can be very
Bird
mean,
control you. Yeah.
especially bluebirds, but usually goldbirds I think aren't too trolly, but the bluebirds are very trolly. At least
So the estimated time for this bingo match was 1 hour and 5 minutes, and it is going to be finished under 40 probably.
To
Ramado's
be honest, it's not bad for the schedule.
I was
it kind of
thinking
makes
that.
up that happened, so kind of bounces. Ramado is just helping out the event right here.
Oh, Milky 1 is a very overlooked shine, but it's very difficult. I mean, you get used to it after a while, but that's a long time. For even Jeff and I, we agree that Milky 1 is a very difficult shine, and we're both like fairly experienced runners. Would you agree?
I'd say Milky One's probably the hardest shine in percent to get optimal at.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty easy. You can just go for like third or fourth cycle. But Amato, of course, and other players typically will go for first or second.
Yeah, Ramato only 2 blues and 1 shine away from getting 26. He's he's not out of Delfino shines. Yeah, he's going for this one. Oh, he's getting the Jelly Skip coin. Once again, showing the versatility of fruits in this game.
That trick, I will say, not trying to dismiss Ramato, but that trick looks so much harder than it actually is.
It's pretty easy, yeah. And he's also going for Jelly Skip, the other one.
Ramato probably just getting blues for trade-in, but also trying to show off the speedrun attack of Super Mario Sunshine.
So, trades in here, and he'll just need a shine. And he'll have 26, and that'll be the end of the game.
So, GG. This was definitely a Ramato card, and Ramato is seeded higher in this tournament, even if Mike is a very strong player. You know, Ramato has spent a ton of time with Bingo, and I like Mike hasn't, but, you know, Ramato, he's Ramato. He just, you know, he's the Bingo guy.
Oh, is he going to end? Ooh, he's going to end with Shine Gate, so this is actually a really, really cool shine, and I'm happy he's ending with it.
Yeah, it's a good shine to end with.
Yeah. So, when you enter this box game room, you're actually teleported all the way, like, towards the ceiling, or up in the sky. And so if you do a special clip like that, and get back into the box game, you could just do something like that and dive on the shine. Why isn't he clicking the goal? Okay, there it is.
That's GG. Both players are not going to be doing a post-interview, so...
They're both
Alright.
the
That
strong
is
silent type.
GG's to Ramato. The American Mike got crushed by the European force that is called Ramato.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well,
Is there anything you guys would still like to say?
thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Alright, we'll be right back after a short intermission with Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise. Stay tuned. Hello everybody, how are you doing? How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful Saturday evening? You are watching Bingothon Summer 2020, raising money for Fred Hutch. And as you can see, we have actually surpassed the $750. That means we are halfway to getting our stuff Palmy to sing. And fitting to that, I have a donation. I have $25 from Ricky of Kokiri, who is currently handling the tech. So shoutouts to Ricky of Kokiri. We have $25 from him saying, "You can't have a Tofu Project game without an appearance by the Shrine Maiden herself. Let's get Reimu in there." Thank you very much, Ricky, for your donation. It's 11 PM here. I wouldn't call that night. Yeah. I wouldn't call 11 PM night yet. It's a beautiful evening. So, guys, you see this beautiful Bingothon mug there on stream. And do you know what you have to do to get one? All you have to do is you have to donate $10 to Fred Hutch. It's a steal. And you're in for the raffle of one out of a total of 4 Bingothon mugs. That's what I call a steal, isn't it? Well, it certainly is. Unfortunately, I am not joined by any co-host right now. So, yeah, you'll just have to take me or nobody, I guess. But anyways, I hope you don't mind that. Yeah, and speaking of that, I can actually perform a goal of the bingo goal. And yeah, maybe I can actually get someone to join for that. Give me just a minute. I will have to tag him. Okay. While I'm waiting for this response, I do want to plug some more incentives that I've got here. So, coming right up, we've got the Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise Randomizer, character names, which probably has to be closed really soon. We currently have $5 for Barney and also $5 for Fred. So if you want to have another name in there, better gotta hurry, because it won't be open much longer anymore. Also, we've got coming up tomorrow, Lego Batman the video game. I know that's gonna be a pretty epic run. And the runners are gonna show us the bonus level, which is called Wayne Manor. Currently, we have 5 out of $35 for that, so there is still $30 left to go. And so far, guys, you haven't disappointed me, and I'm pretty sure you won't do that now either. So, keep those donations coming. And speaking of donations, I just got another one. I have got a $10 donation by Pmakfal. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Let's go, Free Enterprise. Good luck, everyone. Yes, even Circuit, $10 to name Tela Homs. Thank you very much for your donation. All donations are appreciated. Okay.
All right.
Oh, I hear a panda.
That is absolutely correct. How's it going, everyone?
So I heard you are ready on a goal of this host blackout bingo.
I certainly am, and since we had SMS on the last run, how about we are going to hump the main theme of the overworld for SMS?
All right, let's do that. Do you want to start?
All right. I try to remember the right thing, but let's start right away.
Alright, I hope that was at least something. I hope it wasn't too bad.
I think it was super nice, so we can mark that off.
Oh yeah, we can certainly mark that off as soon as I find it on the... Ah, there it is. Thanks.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, very much amazing.
So, next up, we have Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise, a bingo by JJ Blue, Psychord, versus Cyrac and Cadril. I actually never played Final Fantasy IV. What about you, Flora?
I haven't played that either, actually. But I have seen a lot of Final Fantasy bingos in the past bingothons. And I'm pretty sure this is gonna be great as well.
Okay, controversial opinion here, but what is your favorite Final Fantasy?
Well, as I have never actually played any Final Fantasy, I gotta say that I can't answer that question.
Oof.
But let me actually think. Final Fantasy, that if I remember correctly, that was it was this main protagonist. How is he called again? I think give me a minute. Shulk, I think he was. And this is the boy who's constantly running around with this Monado, I think it was. And yeah, I think he is doing some kind of fight with some I don't know exactly how it was called, of two entities or so. I don't remember too much of it, but I might. Wasn't it that game?
No, it was that game where you have to collect the Master Sword to defeat another Donkey Kong enemy, which is King K. Rool. That is the real Final Fantasy right there. And the Master Sword is actually named Gun. So you are a person that is appearing in another game called Kingdom Hearts, and the main protagonist is actually called Mickey Mouse.
Oh, I see. Oh, how did I forget about that?
It is actually very confusing. The whole timeline is all screwed up, all over the place. It has at least 500 different games, so you cannot know everything about this game, and especially it is very hard.
Yeah, certainly, I agree with that. So I would say before anyone gets confused in here, we don't I think we have talked enough about this game. Probably enough for anyone to be confused. But
certainly we all are very confused, but I think you all get what we mean.
Yeah.
Also, a big thing to announce. We actually have our first bingo on the host bingo board.
oh damn. That is
Yeah, it is absolutely amazing. So far, so good.
I actually took a second there and was like, wait, which line is that? But yes, it's diagonal. It's
Yeah.
diagonal. Bottom left, top right. Of course, that is the bingo.
Yes, we did make it. So that is the first bingo of the host bingo for this bingo fun, and we have a lot of runs to go.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the next run maybe after Final Fantasy?
After Final Fantasy, oh boy. Well, after Final Fantasy, coming up, we have got Wii Sports Resort, a blackout bingo by 4 different people. These people are called Komada YouTube, Wipeout Jack 7, Epic Crossover, and Alaska XP2. Now those names sound promising.
That sounds actually amazing. I was there as a host for the last Wii Resort or Wii Sports bingo, and it was a lot of fun. I was always thinking about, maybe Wii Sports is a kid's game, but it's certainly not. It is full of memes, it is a lot of fun, and you definitely want to see that.
Certainly.
Okay. I also say, I just came back and I say, we have passed the $750. That is absolutely amazing.
We did indeed. We did indeed. And do you know what that means?
I don't know. Please tell me.
That means we're halfway done with the incentive of getting our staff, our very own Palmy, to sing karaoke.
Oh wow, I cannot stress enough how awesome that would be, because certainly Palmy has the best voice of all the Bingo-thon staff. Not going to discredit you or anyone else, but I mean, he has some voice.
No, nobody gets around to our Palmy boy.
That is certainly true. So I will go check on the runners real quick, and I'll be right back in a second.
So now Palmy, now I'm already confusing Panda and Palmy. Oh my god. Now Panda has left me alone here. And, well, all I can actually say is, keep donating, guys. You're doing a great job. We're raising money for something great. And, yeah. There is not much more that I can say right now. And, except for the fact that you should keep donating. We've got awesome prizes coming up. We've got the Bingo-thon mugs. We've got the Xenoblade Chronicles, definitely. And yeah. Also, if none of the runs fancy you, which I can't understand why that would be the case, we've got some awesome tasks coming up on the host Blackout Bingo, and
Did I just hear host Blackout Bingo?
Yes, you did indeed.
I would say.
But I think we have already done our part right now, so how about we just leave some of these goals to the next hosts that are coming up after?
I would definitely say we should do that. We're going to switch it up a little bit. Once our next host is ready as well, then you have our beautiful boy Floha, as well as Seth, doing his thing. We also want to remind you that we have a host bingo goal that needs to read out every chat message for 1 minute in a serious, deep voice. So be prepared for that. That might be coming, in the next few hours. And you want to get your best, most beautiful chat messages in there to have someone read that in a quite serious and deep voice.
Oh yes, you certainly want that.
Yeah, that's a creygasm in the chat, I would say.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna leave you to some epic music while we're waiting for the next runners to be set up, which is gonna be very soon.
Awesome.
Alright.
Okay.
The destination's coming.